Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Halo Infinite campaign going for the Nosebleed achievement. This is to reach the highest point in the open world map. Now, you can get this done anytime after having access to the second island, which is going to be anytime after the fourth mission, the tower. However, I am going to recommend that you hold off until you get access to a flying vehicle, which can be done once you start the mission, the sequence. The sequence is going to put you on the bottom right of the map, and then what you want to do is you want to make sure you make your way forward. You're going to clear this area of enemies, and then you're going to try to open up the door to get access to the command spire. What's going to happen instead is the bridge directly behind you is going to extend, which is going to give you access to the fourth island. Now, as you are crossing this bridge, what's going to happen is you're going to have your first encounter with some banshees, and then what you can do is you can try to hijack one of these, and then that should give you access to a flying vehicle. Now, if you don't get one here, this is also going to be the point in the campaign where banshees start spawning naturally on the map. So, of course, you can grab a banshee from wherever at this point, but this is going to be your first opportunity to get a flying vehicle. So, make sure you try to hijack one. The best way to do it is to try to shoot around it to lure it to you. And then once it's close enough, what you want to do is want to make sure you use your grapple shot to grapple one, and then you should hijack it like any other vehicle. And now you should have a flying vehicle, which is going to give you access to the entire map. So just make sure you fly this back to the second island, which is going to be the upper left one. And it's going to take a little while since the Banshee does fly a little slow, but your goal is to try to aim for this mountaintop right here. So on the second island, it's going to be on the eastern side. Once you are there, you want to make sure you look for this peak. And to get the achievement, all you have to do is just make sure you fly around this area. You actually don't have to step outside of your vehicle. As long as you are within the vicinity of this mountain's summit, you should be good for the achievement. So make sure you fly there and make sure you reach the apex of the peak. And then once you fly around it, you should be good for it. Might take a little while to pop, so be a little patient. So just try to keep flying around the area. And then once it does finally pop, you should be good for the achievement. There it is. This one's going to be for 10 gamer score. And that's all there is to it.